Hello, teacher and classmates. Our team is going to present the LGBT Pride Day, and my team is made of Nayeli, Paola, and Alejandra. What is Pride? International LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transsexual Pride Day, also known as Gay Pride Day or simply Gay Pride, is a series of events that every day LGBT groups celebrate publicly, that every year LGBT groups cel- to urge tolerance and equality of gays, lesbian, bisexual, and transsexual.
The history began when the strolling roads, conscious of the series of exponents and violence demonstrations against a police raid that took place in the early morning of June 28, 1969, in a well-known town. Church riots are often cited as the first time in history in the United States that the LGBT community fought against a symptom that persecuted homosexuals with approval of the government and is generally recorded as the coattails of the modern moments pro LGBT rings in the United States and around the world.
How do you develop with this festival takes place on June 28th with celebration around had I baking come to move it in first Saturday before and after June 28th that and which in Celine Reed, New York use for 1969 our commandant had marked the beginning for the homosexual liberation movement.
How is Pride celebration? In the celebration, there is usually room for activities such as social or political demands that identify the participant groups at present on the laws that criminalize homosexual practice in the many countries of the world have been overcome. Discrimination is claimed in the rest of the world and other matters in which there is discrimination against homosexuals, such as the legalization of homosexual marriage or the establishment of homosexual families, including the adoption of children by homosexual people, respect for the sexual identity or transsexual people and their rights to the legal change of sex and name rings to hormonal and surgical treatments, etc. In addition, the skill is existing homo lesbophobia, transphobia is denounced.
Ideas for the celebration. Whether you are an ally or part of the LGBT plus community, we'll share some special ideas to celebrate Pride in the unique way. put on some amazing false nails with the colors of the LGBT plus flag. In something very cool, participate in and fun. It is so design your own false nails with colors, Panthers application, and the idea cute for Pride Month. Recreate colorful makeup to shows of with pride from makeup idea with the colors of the rainbow to more sub-beauty looks with pastel or very minimalistic tones. Make sure you have a good base, compact powder, blush that favorite your skin type, or the tones that will start your makeup looks and lipstick of your favorite color. Pride collaborate morator al long in your never been to a movie club till you perfect opportunity to join one. The shop the subjection in that you do it with friends.
How celebrate it and story about. This mark is many with those people who are lesbian, gays, transsexual, bisexual, and intersexual. But a lot them fit in the game more strange in the recent times is a story pick a lot of marks at the beginning of the last century. 1949, first day of the freedom was the month in the first gay reading and the group in the 1924 Lev and Herberg were after 150 Society for Human Rights on Chicago.
In 1958, the Supreme Court of Justice in the United States ruled in favor of gay rights. Under a great step in history for the LGBT community, however, in the late 50s and early 60s, members of the community were banished from public establishment. It was on the 1969 that the American police organized a raid on the Stonewall in a gay bar in New York City. The event turned into a violent present, what we know today as the Stonewall riots, and is considered the beginning of the fifth Afghanistan terror of the LGBTQ community.
In 1973 is perhaps the most important in history, being the one in which the community was erased from the list of metal illnesses after years of analysis and research. After the achievements in 1987, the American Barner Frank voluntary declared himself gay became the first politician in history. In 2000, The state of Vermont took the great step of legalizing same-sex marriage. Ale, what do you think of the Pride celebration?
The celebration of Pride is very interesting to my since it is something different from what we were commonly used to. Pao, do you like to celebrate Pride Day?
I personally like to only watch in the TV. Naye, how much do you know about the celebration for Pride?
I really like being in the march. I know a lot about it. I watch programs on television and learned a lot.
In my opinion, personally, I celebrate Pride Day in some way from home. Only one occasion was give the opportunity to go and see what atmosphere there is the day in the Zócalo, but I like to see transmission and social networks of the events they do and see what clothes do they have because it's interesting. I like to see that kind of situation.
For me, pride is an important first. Science defends the rings or many people who feel vulnerable before socially and Alston. I am not part of that community. I will be with them. I love them.
My personal opinion, then celebration, what is meant with my LGBT breeder moment is something that make you say how you are, does not distinguish us from sex or conquistadors. It is so tenable or written on the mainland or servers. Thank you for you.